Oh boy, I can't wait for the storm in the comments on this one. What's up guys, and welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about and reviewing the first ever F1 esports event which took place last night, and yeah, was hosted by the AOR or Apex Online Racing. And yeah, this video is basically talking about whether F1 2017 is actually ready to host an esports event, and, you know, just talking generally about what went on in the race. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down below as to whether you enjoyed last night's race, and, you know, whether you think it was a good event, or whether it's sort of a little bit of a shambles and maybe a bit of an embarrassment to the F1 franchise. So yeah, leave your comments down below, and I'll try and respond to as many of them as possible. But before we get into the video, I just want to say a massive well done to everyone over at AOR that helped organise this event, because it really was a great broadcast. You know, we'll get into what actually happened with the game a little bit later, but the broadcast itself, top notch, really well done. To Fizzy and everyone over at AOR, and also the two commentators, Matt and Ryan, did a fantastic job, I thought. And yeah, the whole broadcast I thought was really professional. The game, however, I don't think really covered itself in glory. From the first minute, we had issues. This time it was Xbox Live that went down, and yeah, everyone sort of got disconnected, and it wasn't a great start to proceedings. The thing I want to talk about though is the game mainly. I think Xbox Live is sort of being used, Xbox Live being down is being used as a little bit of a scapegoat for this whole thing. I don't think a lot of the issues that went on were down to Xbox Live going down. I mean, yes, you can probably put a little bit of the lag that was going on down to Xbox Live being down, and I believe it said like the services were compromised or something like that. But a lot of the things that went on were very much down to the game, and I think that, yeah, they're not really taking responsibility for it. So basically, in the qualifying session, pretty much all the drivers were experiencing issues. Midway through the session, the performance changed from equal cars to 2017 performance. Also, there were people experiencing force feedback issues, there was frame rate drops, and I mean, are you telling me that Xbox Live being down has changed it from equal cars to 2017 performance? I mean, I'm not totally convinced on that. So my big issue with all of this is the fact that, you know, this is the first ever event that, you know, F1 have ever put on for esports, and when you're doing that, when that's happening in the first race, it's not setting a good impression to new viewers and just, yeah, everyone really. Everyone that's really excited to see F1 go into esports, they're tuning in and straight away they're seeing issues with the game. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think if someone is putting on an esports event, you want to make sure that the game is polished, everything is, you know, perfect, because you're showcasing it to thousands of people, and, you know, you're promoting a product which is essentially broken. Now, it's been well publicised that F1 2017 Online was broken from the get-go. Obviously, they had the disqualification glitch at the start. They did patch that, but still it is ridden with issues. So while the broadcast was very professionally done, the racing was fantastic, the actual product itself, the F1 game that it was being played on, that was completely broken. And one thing you're trying to do from an esports, you know, sort of perspective, is promoting that game itself. And when you're showcasing to the world that the game is broken, people aren't exactly going to turn around and say, A, I'm going to watch this, and B, I'm going to go out and buy the game. So that is my main issue with all of this, is it's sort of putting F1 in a bad light. You know, people are tuning in for the very first time, you're thinking, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, and then they're saying the game's broken, and they're like, well, why would I want to watch this? And then they're just going to turn off, and the chances are they probably won't, you know, won't pick it up again for the rest of the event. So yeah, what I'm saying is, by all means, go ahead with esports. I'm all for that. I'm actually really excited for sort of the future of the F1 games in that sense. But please do it on a game which you know will work. And if that means that it's going to be, you know, not till 2018, that is fine, because we don't want it being promoted on a broken game, and because, yeah, it's just not going to get off the ground that way. I mean, hopefully the issues are put aside in these following events, but I just have a feeling that there is going to be something that crops up, just like the Formula E race in Las Vegas, where they had all those issues. And when you're playing for a large sum of money, which I believe the F1, I assume, you know, the F1 sort of esports event is playing for money. You know, you don't want to be doing it. You don't want to be risking doing it on a broken game. Like I say, I hope I'm wrong, but when you've got that thought in the back of your mind that something might go wrong, or is probably, I don't know, there's always bound to be something that could go wrong. But when there's a high likelihood of something going wrong, do you really want to take that risk? Fortunately though, the racing on the game itself was very, very good, and it was actually a great race once they managed to get everything working. Quite how many people had turned off by that point, I don't know, but the race itself was really, really good. And big congratulations to Bamley for the win. And yeah, really, really looking forward to seeing what they've got to offer next week, providing the game isn't still broken. All in all then, very mixed reception and mixed feelings from myself. But I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Feel free to challenge me also on any of the points that I've made. If you feel that I've made a wrong point, then yeah, do make sure to put that down below as well, and I'll try and sort of put my point of view forward. But yeah, that just about caps off today's video. Can't wait for the storm down in the comments. I'll see you later. Oh, also, subscribe if you're new around here. Make sure to like the video, comment down below. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.